Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age is a fun, cartoony, turn-based RPG. Sporting over 100 hours of content, you certainly get enough bang for your buck here. The art style is that of Akira Toriyama, and it's certainly pleasing to the eye. While Western RPGs get nothing but gray and brown in their hardcore grittiness, Dragon Quest embraces the silly and the entire color palette, and it certainly shows. The game is jammed full of mini-games, side quests, collectibles, alternate costumes, and a vast world to explore. Different monsters appear during the day and night cycles, the crafting system is super satisfying, and the voice acting is just great. You play as a sort of savior called the Luminary, a chosen one that is born whenever an evil force called the Darkspawn reincarnates itself.
This child, he is the one?
There's the mark. There's no mistaking it.
This time, it has reared its ugly head as an evil wizard called Mordegon. So, when you start the game, you go to see the king to declare yourself the Luminary because you bear the special mark, and the king in turn declares you to be the spawn of Satan, so you're immediately on the run. Your quaint little home village is burned down in the search for you, and you need to collect a set of colored magical orbs in order to lay claim to the Sword of Light. That is, the only weapon that can dispel the darkness enshrouding the major evils of the world and make them vulnerable to attack. Wait, haven't I played this game before? I mean, that's the plot of the first act of the game, but my god, is that lazy writing. That is literally the plot of every JRPG ever made in the late 80s and 90s. Where Dragon Quest XI falls short, unfortunately, is its overarching story. It's lazy, filled with tropes and caricatures. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fun to play and beautiful to look at, but it brings absolutely no surprises in the narrative sense. And if a 100-hour RPG can't bring the heat in the story department, it honestly isn't worth playing, right? Well, sort of. The individual chapters of the game are actually very well done. It's not just go to new town, solve problem there, get magic colored orb, and move on. There's a lot of in-between. Not only are you encouraged to explore to find hidden treasures and perform subquests, but there are tons of mini-games, hidden novelties, and other things to do. While the overarching story is a tired trope fest, the journey throughout the game is as bright and colorful as the art style. I did see a lot of texture pop as I was traveling, but nothing really game-breaking. The world, as I said, is colorful and stylized to enjoy a wide range of cultures, wildlife, biomes, and the like. A lot of love went into the creation of this game, and it really shows. I mean, this is the 11th installment of a venerated RPG series, so they must be doing something right? But much like the first and earliest Pokemon games, this series apparently hasn't moved more than a few inches from its roots. Dragon Quest XI falls into a strange category for me. I enjoyed my time playing it while I was playing it, but I can't in good conscience recommend it to anybody because you've all seen this story before. It's a tale as old as time with no real surprises, and while the game might be fun and charming, RPGs are, at their core, a storytelling category of games. And if there's no amazing story to be found here, you shouldn't use up 100 hours of your time playing it. Put it on the shelf next to the Zelda series, the Final Fantasy series, and any other collect the crystals and get the magic sword games out there, because you have certainly been here before.